So McDonald's strikes are continuing. There are still over 20 cities that are striking, or excuse me, 20 McDonald's in 20 different cities that are striking. Workers are striking. Workers are walking off site. And this is in protest of not getting adequate supplies, not being provided with hand sanitizer and gloves, not being provided with sick pay when they need it, not being given hazard pay. Although I think in this lawsuit we're about to go to, that's not even part of it. Just basic things workers shouldn't even have to ask for in a situation like this. And this is a common story. Amazon's not taking care of their workers. Whole Foods isn't taking care of their workers. McDonald's not taking care of their workers. Target's not taking care of their workers. And we're finding out these are the true essential workers. We're finding out who the essential workers are in our society. It's not a bunch of stock people over at Wall Street. It's not a bunch of venture capitalists. It's the people who keep the grocery stores open so that people can get food. It's the people who keep the pharmacies open so people can get their medicine. It's the people who manage the supply chains in our country and make sure those supplies get to where they're needed. Those are the essential workers. And these are the people who are being neglected the most, who aren't being given hazard pay. I mean, there should be at least time and a half. There should be limits to shifts. And any worker who is sick should be taken care of, no questions asked, and there should be proper equipment to ensure as much safety as possible. All those things should be no-brainers. And what are workers getting? None of them. None of them. I mean, we've covered stuff on this show. People are working these extreme shifts. It should be the total opposite. No shift should be more than about 4 hours, max. Because it's not safe right now. People are putting themselves in harm's way. There should be a system in place so that is minimized as much as possible for every worker. Because not only is it the worker that's being put in harm's way, well, it's everyone else too. If someone's being overworked and they're more susceptible and they're more vulnerable, I mean, and they're stocking shelves, so they're doing whatever else that goes out to everyone else as well. So it's not safe for anyone involved. These corporations aren't just screwing over the workers, which is morally disgusting and completely ridiculous considering who keeps their business afloat. It's the workers. But it's also putting everyone else in danger too. So here's what's happening. Workers are filing a class action lawsuit against McDonald's over coronavirus precautions. And let me just go on the record by saying right now, I'll show where my bias is. I hope they get every single McDollar there is to get. I hope that Ronald gets to live in McPoverty. Not the actual person in the clown suit. You know what I mean? I'm being metaphorical. I don't mean, you get it. Yeah. You know what I meant. Metaphorically, like the company, yeah, you get it. I don't want like, well, you mean the guy that wears the suit? What's he have to do with it? No, I get it. But anyway, workers file a class action lawsuit against McDonald's over coronavirus precautions. Let's see here. A group of McDonald's employees in Chicago on Tuesday filed a class action lawsuit alleging that the fast food chain failed to adopt government safety guidelines to protect workers amid the coronavirus outbreak. And I'm sure they're absolutely 110% right. We've seen enough evidence of it. The lawsuit argues McDonald's are failing to provide, this is all they're asking for, by the way, and they couldn't even get this, a sufficient amount of hand sanitizer, gloves, and masks. It also claims the company had contacted staff when an employee had tested positive for coronavirus. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? That's the same thing that happened in the Staten Island warehouse at Amazon. They weren't even telling people when employees were getting coronavirus. I mean, these workers are just asking for the most basic of human decency, and they're not getting it. And instead, they're getting an FU. Instead, Jeff Bezos is sending these employees, after he cuts their hazard pay, he's sending them T-shirts. Here's a T-shirt so you can advertise my business while you get sick and die so that I can make record-breaking profits. And McDonald's doing the same thing. This is There is more than one virus going around this country. There is another virus that is very deadly, and it's called capitalism. I mean, this is just glaring proof right in front of your face that our system is completely unsustainable. We can't handle anything resembling a pandemic because we're not set up to do it. Why? Because we have a structure that favors profit above all else. Human lives be damned. And when you have a pandemic, you can't handle it. And if we just go back to quote unquote normal, nothing's going to get fixed. Nothing. I want to believe that we're going to take a better turn as a society after this is all over. It's hard to maintain that optimism too often. I mean, it really is. But I gotta maintain some hope that we're going to come out of this a stronger society for it. And when you see stuff like this is the stuff that gives me hope. Action taken by the people. You want my 2020 endorsement? I endorse General Strike 2020 because that's what we need. That's what it's going to take. It's going to take a mass general strike. And guys, I've said this before. I'm here. I'm a communication vehicle throughout this thing. That's what you want from your content creators. You want us to be communication vehicles. That's the function we serve. I want to serve it. I'm here to serve it. I'm here to serve it. At this time of year, I get my headaches. I mentioned that earlier. I get my migraines this time of year. So I might be 20 or 30 minutes later, and it's not going to be early in the morning. That's not my jam. But I'm here. Lucy's here. She'll wag her tail and hopefully not in the place. Her tail's like right on the keyboard right now. If I wanted to type a number, I couldn't do it. Her tail's like, nope, you're not doing that. I got my tail. But she's kind of chill right now. I played with her a little bit. Again, she has this big resurgence of energy, so I play with her right before the show starts to kind of, so she's not like too wound up and pumping the microphone because these days she's just like, yeah, I'm up. What's up? What are we doing? I got all kinds of energy. I can make jumps that I couldn't make for a long time because I don't weigh as much now. Look at me go. And then there's me. I'm the total, like whatever she's got going down, I got the opposite of it, man. Which I don't like it that way. I wanna match her energy, But I feel like this is quarantine is really her wheelhouse, whereas for me, not so much. And I'm like, I'm getting my yearly headaches. I'm having trouble keeping my weight down amidst quarantine, which is true. I'm getting a little husky. I know it. But man, I actually said this to Lucy the other day. I was like, yeah, you lost weight. I found it. And I was expecting her to be like, you look great, which she didn't say that because, she's a cat. But and if you want to see her webcomic, LucyandRon.com, check out LucyandRon.com. So let's see if there's anything else in this article. Getting back to the lawsuit, if you will. Let's see. The lawsuit comes as concerns persist over how restaurants, warehouses, factories, and other essential businesses are ensuring that employees remain safe. A worker advocacy group in April filed a lawsuit accusing Smithfield Foods, Inc. of creating a public nuisance by not protecting employees at one of its plants in Milan, Missouri. I didn't know there was a Milan, Missouri. That's interesting. I always like it's so interesting where like there's all these places in rural America that are named after like Paris, Texas, Milan, Missouri. Anyway, in California, 3 McDonald's workers have filed administrative actions with the California Division of Occupational Safety and Health, alleging unsafe conditions. I hope they win. I hope they win so hard that McDonald's has to become a workers' co-op. I hope that's what happens. And if that does happen, I will go eat there. I have not eaten at a McDonald's in years for a number of reasons. One of the reasons being I just, I don't really care for their food. But I will go and I will find, I don't know, what would I get? When I used to go, so when I was like a hardcore road dog and I was touring about 40 some weeks a year, I would go to a McDonald's somewhat regularly because McDonald's has really good Wi-Fi, or at least they did. So if I wanted to like do emails and stuff like that, McDonald's was a good place to go. I've even done a couple of YouTube videos at McDonald's once. I would like sit in the corner and the Wi-Fi would be just good enough to do like a short stream or something. I think that's all out there somewhere, but usually when I would go, I would just get a cup of coffee, or I would get like I would get one of those fruit and yogurt things. I would get that. Um, or I would get like just a hash brown. I don't, there's not a lot of stuff there that's really appealing to me to eat. But if they become a workers' co-op, I will go there and I will get, I guess I'll get fries. I mean, that can't, like whatever, fries. I'll get fries, I guess. I don't know what I'll get. Maybe I would say I'd get their ice cream, but apparently in their ice cream, they put that like, that weird, like fake, not really sugar stuff in it. That's kind of like, and that stuff, doesn't agree with me. But I'll figure something out. Yeah, I would figure. I'm not worried. I'd figure that they probably have stuff I don't even know about. You can get like a frozen fruit bar now. It's a it's a mix sorbet or something. They probably have. Who knows? But anyway, I hope the workers win, and I hope they win big. That's what I hope. All right.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you wanna know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you wanna know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your